If Sunday Igboho could not answer these three questions, his ultimatum to herdsmen will remain an empty threat. Sunday Igboho is again making the news headlines in Nigeria for the upbeat time following his fresh ultimatum given to Fulani herdsmen to vacate the Yoruba land. His notice, as expected, was coming on the heels of non-stop attack by the dreaded group on innocent people, especially the farmers who usually go about their normal business. In the last 1 year, Fulani herdsmen attack has claimed hundreds of lives and destroyed thousands of farmland, rendering many farmers unable to access their farm. Lately, it has become a direct attack on people, unlike the usual way of attacking any farmer who resists their cattle from grazing their farmland. Of recent, the Iparapa local government area of Oyo State has become a hotbed of blood attack. 2 weeks ago, many residents of Igangan in the area were reportedly killed in a gruesome at midnight attack. The situation has continued unabated in other parts of the region. Apparently, uh, apparently, like this development, Sunday Igboho, in his usual way, has come out to issue an ultimatum to the terrorists to vacate the region. However, for this ultimatum to be considered a serious threat, there is need for Igboho to answer these three questions about his stance over the matter and strength of his statement. The first question he needs to answer is that the fact that if he never had the right to issue such as ultimatum before a statement of that magnitude can be issued in a democratic society, it must have a legal backing. Sunday Igboho is a Yoruba activist and a freedom fighter. If he wants to avenge the killing of his people, there are two ways to go about it. First is to advise the governor of the state, who is a constituted authority, on what to do to end the incessant killing. Another way is to boycott the constitution, take law into his hands and jump into action. Issuing ultimatum for herdsmen to vacate the land is like usurping the power of a constitutional authority, and there is a heavy penalty for that. The second question he needs to answer is to do with his previous threat to herdsmen. What has been the result of his previous ultimatum? This is not the first time Igboho will be issuing ultimatum to herdsmen in Yoruba land. Each time he asks them to vacate, they come up stronger and become more deadly in their attack. Yet nothing will be done about it, and many lives of innocent people will be wasted along the line. If Sunday Igboho had not been able to bring out something meaningful in his previous threat to herdsmen, what difference will the latest one make? Finally, how many Yoruba land can Sunday Igboho single-handedly rescue from the herdsmen? There are 6 states in the southwest, apart from Lagos. Virtually all the remaining 5 states are under the grip of herdsmen. Before Igboho could tell Fulani herdsmen to vacate Yoruba land, one would have expected him to have overcome them in his hometown. Charity, they say, begins at homes. If Iparapa is still being ravaged by herdsmen 5 months after Igboho came into preeminence on the bedrock of wiping herdsmen from Yoruba land, then something is missing somewhere. It is expected that he firstly rid his hometown of herdsmen attack before giving them ultimatum to vacate Yoruba land. If he could answer these three questions, then he is obviously on the path of rescuing the people of the region from the incessant herdsmen's attack. Well, Nigerians should understand that whatever you cannot finish, I believe you better not to start it. Now, from this content of the news, it shows that Sunday Igboho has not been really doing what he means. He first gave the herdsmen to vacate Yoruba land. He gave them ultimatum to vacate. But yet they are there. They keep on attacking. Now he has given another ultimatum again. So that is what the people are complaining about. How does your first ultimatum work? When you said it, then the Fulani, they went, they reinforced and came and killed the people of Oyo State massively. Now you are giving another ultimatum. So I think the Nigerians, especially the Yorubas, are expecting Sunday Igboho that he should be up and doing. That by now, even his own hometown, they shouldn't have seen a single Fulani herdsman there again. But they are still in his hometown. And from this content, like what is being said, how many Yoruba land, how many states the Yoruba do we have? I think we have about 6 states in Yoruba land, of which Lagos is one of them. So, all these things, you were not able to do it. How can he now begin to give them an ultimatum to leave? So, I want to advise on the Igboho, don't put more danger on the people, because the more you threat, the more these people will go and reinforce, and they will come, they will kill the people. So if you threat, you must stand on the threat, do something so that your people could see and believe in you. You threat, you give a ultimatum, and the people are still there. You are giving another again. What are you doing? So you better reason with your people very well. It's like you are playing. It's like there is no result from what you are doing. It's like you don't know what you are doing. You better do something meaningful to save the life of the Yorubas from the hands of Fulani herdsmen. Again, there was a statement made above there that for you to be able to ask the Fulanis to vacate the Yoruba land, you must follow due process. Let me put it that way. That is what the writer of this article is saying. Now, I want to ask the writer of this article a question. Before the Fulani herdsmen started attacking the Yoruba land, did they follow the due process? Who do they report to? Now, what is the meaning of what they are doing? What are they looking for? I mean, the Fulani herdsmen who are busy destroying everywhere, do they have problem with anybody in any state? Is there any quarrel? Is there any killing? So Fulani herdsmen started killing everywhere. Do they ask for permission from the House of Representatives or House of Senate before they started all this thing? If it is, it then means it is the people in the top who has put the life of the citizen in the hands of the Fulani herdsmen to finish them. So you are asking Sunday Igboho to go to the, you are saying this is the right channel. Do the Fulani herdsmen who are killing everywhere follow the right channel? Let us call a spade a spade. Not that you are supporting them, but all this nonsense people are saying must stop and speak the truth.